All right, all right, all right, all right. It's time. It's time. Headset off. What up, my friends? We're back. I know you missed me, NFL Week 10, and I missed you too. I missed last Thursday's show. I missed last Sunday's show. I had friend stuff going on, family stuff going on for 2 of the days there, and it happens. It happens. It's a rarity. And I know I should not have done that during the NFL season. I've seen my YouTube metrics get nuked this week. It's like YouTube's like punishing me for not being live at the same time, doing videos at the same time, same length. It just kills me. It kills me. But I will say this to those that show up today who remembered who I was, remembered me on your YouTube feed, set your alarms on your phone, and you were here this morning waiting for the show, or you tuned in at some time. Thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate it. It takes a lot of time and effort to do this, and I want to make sure that it is worth your time of showing up, because time is money, my friends, and you're here to try to make some. So that's the goal today. I've got 4-ish segments planned out here today. Should be a good looking day. We're going to talk about ladder bets. I love talking ladders every week. There's always a few targets we can identify. We nailed the Jonathan Taylor 3+ touchdowns plus 700, things like that. We're going to do touchdown bets. Now, it's not going to be the same as my touchdown video that went out on Saturday here on YouTube. The touchdown bets video is pretty cool. This one is going to be more degenerate style. I am going to be talking about touchdowns, parlays. We're going to talk about touchdown, first team touchdowns, first game touchdowns, things like that. It's like the degenerate side of touchdown betting, which is a lot of fun. It's like betting on home runs and MLB with a little bit better, probability of occurring. So it's, we're going to scratch that itch. So we got the ladders. We've got the touchdowns. We're going to make parlays for the time slots, right? The 1 o'clock games, the 4 o'clock games, and then we'll dabble in some primetime parlays. But I do need to tell you, I am back Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, and I'll be doing essentially what you see on this show tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for the Monday Night Football game. And we have a lot of fun doing that because we essentially just are degenerates for an hour. We talk about the games from the weekend. We hang out, a lot of Q&A with chat. It's very kicked back. I'm usually sitting down. I'm like slouching in my chair. And then, of course, we do a little bit of NBA talk now that NBA is here. So it's a combo show at this point. Essentially, it's just, hey, listen, you like betting on sports? Tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I'll be there for you. So let's do it, man. We got some serious parlays to make. The Spain game, and let me just check the kickoff time for that. I couldn't even remember if it was 9:30 like the other international games. It is. I mean, I don't have much to say about it. Commanders and Dolphins. The model likes the Dolphins. The model likes Waddle receiving yards. I'm done betting. I'm done betting on these international games. They're such a trash heap. Like, I can't remember one of them being like, whoo, I'm so glad I bet on this game. A good thing I sunk 3 units into it. Like, they are just horrific. Nothing you ever think's going to happen. No data. There's no matchups. Like, none of those matchups and data sets, like, none of that is relevant. Like, none of it. Okay? Whatever happens in those games is essentially just a crapshoot. Yes, listen, we've had 6 or 7 of those games. Yeah, there's been a few bets here and there that have been fine, of course. But I'm just saying, all in all, they're just like, think of what Thursday Night Football is. And the international games is like an amplified version of that. Whatever you expect, just don't expect it. If it happens, you got lucky. There's nothing for it. So yeah, I'm not in on that game. Achane touchdown, Waddle receiving yards, Zach Ertz over 3.5 receptions, Miami Dolphins money line. I actually like the Commanders to cover the spread. I think it could be a higher scoring game. Give me the over. Like, there you go. There's like 5 or 6 angles that I do like for the game, but I can't put my money on it anymore. I'm done. And this week has been insane, Deontay. The NBA model run has just been absolutely bonkers. It's been bonkers. So yeah, like, I'm not looking to give back any of my hard-earned money, all of this profit. And I wanted to talk about this a little bit today, where I showed up and I did this little recap, did the photo. I don't know if you can see it all. It doesn't look like you can, but whatever. I'll read off some of this. So 20 different sweeps 26-4 for the top game picks. All right, that's the top total on the model every day, the top spread, and the top money line. 31-8 for the prop picks. I don't think those were out yet. Doesn't look like they are. And there's been 4 sweeps of the prop picks. So we've had 10 days, 4 sweeps, 6 more sweeps, 7 more sweeps, 3 more sweeps, 20 different sweeps over 10 days. So my point of bringing this up today, how many people cashed out on any parlays over the last 10 days? Be honest with yourself. How many people sat there and they're like, this guy for 20 points, this guy for 25 points, I like him for 10 rebounds, money line, and give me 3+ assists here. And 5-leg parlay plus 700, brick, last leg misses, of course, 2 assists on the final leg. I mean, I'm telling you right now, so many people, just grab all this information from everywhere. Meanwhile, the model's just sitting there. Nothing changes at all. And you could just take these things and just apply them. You could literally just apply them. Like, you don't got to do anything. Okay? I don't know how else to say it. You don't have to do anything other than just like run it. Is this going to be too blurry? Let's check. Yeah, it's kind of blurry. But like, here's my point. So what day is it? November 12th. Top money line pick cashed. Top spread pick cashed. Top total pick cashed. And by the way, that happened on November 7th. It happened on November 9th. It happened on November 12th. It happened on the 13th. It happened on the 14th. It happened on the 15th. It has happened 4 nights in a row. 4 nights in a row this has occurred. Essentially what I'm trying to tell you, and by the way, the top 3 money lines, that's just absurd. It swept on the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, and went 2-1 on the 13th, missed by a single point. The Raptors chalked it like by a point at the end of the game. And then the 14th and 15th, like if you're like looking to make parlays, why not just run out the top 3 money line NBA parlay right there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. 7 times that fully swept. Today, the top 3 money line parlay, and the reason why I was late for this show for the VIPs, it's over a plus 200. Okay, literally just. I don't know if there's a better way to make a plus 200 today. I know there's NFL Sunday, and you're going to make plus 200s on your own with your NFL picks and my picks and the model and stuff. Like, I get it, and it's fine. But why are we simplifying this a little bit? Like, okay, maybe do your own stuff and you're putting $1 on it. And maybe your top 3 money line one is a $10 bet or a $5 bet, right? I mean, you're betting singles, of course, at the 1 unit, whatever allocation financially that is for you. But then the parlays, okay, maybe a quarter of a unit on the top 3 money line. Maybe the top spread, top total, top money line parlay daily, right? That one, I don't know what it is. I didn't look at it yet. I only was able to look at the top 3 money. But that one's usually pretty solid because the top spread and top money line, the odds are usually minus 110, minus 105, minus 115. So you're getting 2 picks right off the bat at minus 110. Parlaying them together, add the money line top pick. That one swept this week or the last 10 days 6 times. Like, I'm just I want to open your eyes up a little bit because so many people are wasting their time, legitimately wasting their time on random betting strategies every single day, not knowing why they're doing it. Literally just like, I'm going to dart throw this direction today. Let's try that one today. And then I'm trying to highlight this, and I understand it's the NFL Sunday stream. I also want you to walk away a winner. Like, if you are a member watching right now, I want you, when this show ends, to be like, phew, I get it now. I turned the light bulb on for you this morning. That is my goal. More than just being like a content for clicks guy here on YouTube. I want to make sure you win money because you can win money, but a lot of people, they're just kind of like, I feel like they're in like a tornado. They don't have a strategy. Nothing. Yeah, this is not the 9:30 a.m. show. Don't worry. This is not. I already covered 5 or 6 picks. What's up, Jack? Good morning, buddy. I actually already covered like 5 or 6 picks for the 9:30 game. There's not much there that I care about. So I am doing this on purpose. I wanted to open up the show. I talked about 5 or 6 picks. Hey, I could go 6-0, 0-6. I have no freaking clue. I'm not even going to check. I'm not betting on this 9:30 game. So the rest of the show, yes, it's going to be NFL Sunday, and there's no time to delay. We might as well hop in now, but I did want to bring that up. So hopefully people are enjoying. Hopefully people are enjoying. I do also want to remind you today is the talk show, right? The picks show. Like if you're just looking for picks, I have like 10, 15, 20-minute videos on YouTube if you are looking for money. If you're looking for money and for picks, this video is my talk show. I am definitely going to be blabbing away today, analyzing a bunch of random crap. One thing I wanted to highlight here. So I like using the trends tool weekly definitely daily for NBA, by the way. If you're not using it for NBA, you are absolutely missing out. The NFL trends tool is very nice too. I like to sort by the season. It's always small samples, right? These are very, very small samples. But every once in a while, like here's a compass play. All right. I see Brock Purdy. And I have specifically this one, Brock Purdy, rushing yards, 8+. And I see that, okay, so it's not just like 2 of 2 this season, but like look at last year. 15 of 17 games over his last 20. He has cash. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and take a look at him. And then I went to 2024, Brock Purdy. And this was a moneymaker, an absolute moneymaker at 7.5. It's there on Fliff for you Fliffer nutters. 8.5 on Novig. You're getting BetMGM -110, 7.5, so on and so forth. That was an absolute moneymaker. And this season, absolute moneymaker. And then I went and I started looking at all his rush attempt totals. You know, a lot of these games you're going to see going back to last season, like didn't even have a lot of rush attempts. 2 for 12. 4 for 17, 3 for 12, 4 for 19, 4 for 33. And I understand he's coming back from an injury today against the Cardinals, and he's been out since week 2. So, yeah, there is a chance that this is essentially just a line that's low because of the injury, because of, the potential concern that he does not run. But my goodness, we see this all the time. When quarterbacks come back and they're finally back and they're ready for action, especially in a team and in games that matter, they're just going to ball. They're not going out there concerned about themselves. That's a coach thing. That's a media thing. Brock Purdy's a gamer. These guys are gamers. They're ballers. They get out in the field and they just let it loose. You see these guys come back and you're like, Jackson Dart, protect your necklace. Protect your head. Keep getting evaluated by concussions. What's he keep doing? Running for his life. Lamar Jackson, same thing. Comes back, hammy. These quarterbacks come back and it's like they've missed time. They ain't coming in and patty caking it. They are trying to win football games. Brock Purdy also has a little heat. Okay. He's got a little heat behind him with Mac Jones now too. And, Brock, nice big contract, not really a threat of losing his job, but listen, it is the NFL. If he ends up bombing it for the next couple games, the coaches might give Mac Jones a shot to close out the year. You really never know. It's the NFL. You have no clue, okay? Not for long. It's the not for long league. So be mindful that, those stats, they are great. They look phenomenal. And the line is likely low because of the injury. But I think it's a pretty darn good play. Man, Freak is he just released the NBA player props model, which is on an 8-0 run. An 8-0 run. My goodness. And he's posting it in the middle of my show. Like, I got to post this to friggin'. I got to post this to Tails. Give me a second. Oh, my gosh. I'm actually happy he's got it out early. It is nice. But that being said, man, I'm in the middle of the show. And you also need it, if you remember. Give me a moment. NBA props model 1116. I've got the photo. That way the plays are going to be AI mapped so that you can one-click enter them. Give me a second. By the way, the 3 NBA props have swept 4 of the last 10 days. They are on a 31-8 run. 31-8. Over 17 units of profit in 10 days. Raise your hand. I love that, Tia. I got the alert and went straight to my VIP. Me too. And now I got to post it. Come on, send. All right. I think I just sent it. Let me just make sure. And yes. Okay. So if you're using the Tails app, you guys and gals out there will be able to run that as well. Let's go. Be more. Hey, I love the reply. Thank you so much. New member. Loved it so much. I signed up for 6 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. NBA model being posted is my favorite time in the morning. Behind your live shows, of course. Listen, I understand what we're all here for. It's to make money. And while I will help and contribute and support your money-making adventure here on these live shows, listen, there's a reason why people sign up for the VIP, because these are talk shows. And, behind the closed scenes, you get picks with links to the pick. Like, you want to outsource your time and energy, you're done researching, you're done following 15 different people. I mean, again, 31-8 run just following the the NBA player props. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, the whole purpose. Sometimes people say it on YouTube as well. They're like, dude, too much talking. Just get to the picks. And I'm like, what do you think the VIP is for? The VIP is for just the picks. Yeah, right? Like, I can't. Sometimes it just kills me. I'm like, bro, like, that is why I take a minute out of every video to be like, hey, y'all, you need to sign up for the VIP. If you like these YouTube shows, you're really going to love straight to the point. Here are the picks. I don't get it. I honestly, I struggle. I struggle figuring out what, why. I don't know. It's like it doesn't click for some people, and I can't make it click. I don't know how to, and maybe that's just not, something I can do. I don't know. It's whatever. But yeah, I mean, here we go. Let's hopefully get a 5th sweep in 11 days. We got lots of money line picks, everything. I mean, this is a banger day. By the way, I've got this screen up real quick because I'm entering those bets on the side here, and I'm a degenerate, so I'm doing that. I'm doing that while I'm live. I am betting on these things. That is what I do. There ain't no reason why I'm going to skip them. I'm actually going to take those. I'm going to put the top one in there. Okay, sweet. All right. I'm done. Give me a moment. I'll bring it back up here. Sweet dreams are made of those. All right. So I'm looking at Tails. It looks like the AI picks have mapped. They are good to go. Should be ready to rock. What up, Travis? Oh, cheers, man. Link is, I'll post a link for you right here. It's $29, $29.99 for your first month. Actually, every month. I forgot. There you go. There's the VIP link. It's just a short link. It's like a weird looking thing, but that's because the full URL is a little long. So there you go, Travis. There you go, Hermie. Yeah, don't worry about the picks here on YouTube because of the privilege of being a part of the best VIP around. Come here just to support and learn a little. Cool. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, once you sign up, you actually get the access to the Discord as a bonus. It's just a bonus. No. Listen, you ain't going to get anything you don't ask for. So, good for you. I like that you tried. Cheers. Do the Bills get it done? I think they absolutely do today. You're asking a Bills fan. So, of course, I think the Bills are getting it done. Yeah, come on. Should have gotten it done every week, my friend. We got 1,013 people watching, a far cry from the 2,000 I was getting before I took a week off from YouTube. But I will say that is 1,000 people who decided it was worth coming back to watch the show. 600 something people specifically on YouTube right now. if you could like the video right here on YouTube, like, and hopefully, if you're new, you hit that subscribe button. We try to win some money together. Another play that kind of popped off the page here, it's Christian Watson. Now, I talked about this in my YouTube player props video on Friday. Okay. So hopefully you saw the Friday video. But Christian Watson was on my short list of being an official pick. And I ultimately didn't know what to do with it because I'm just kind of concerned about how bad the Packers have been. I was watching one of my buddy's YouTube shows the other day, and he brought up a really interesting stat. And he talked about how the Packers offense over the last 4 games has scored just a single touchdown in the first quarter. Okay. Excuse me, a single touchdown in the first half over the last 4 games. It's an offense that is starting slow and then finishing maybe average, like that second half offense. Like they just not been good. That being said, the Packers wide receiver crew is the walking wounded, including Christian Watson. He's constantly hurt. Matter of fact, he ended up on the injury report this week, which is also why I left them off my officials. I don't like to bet on guys that are questionable despite, limited practice and all that stuff. Just ain't it for me. So Watson was on the short list. And I would say if he did not end up on the injury list, that I probably would have ran it out as official. And by the way, we get 166 likes right now. So if you guys could run that up more and more and more, that would be extremely helpful. Here's another play that was on my short list this week, Quentin Johnson. And I might as well talk about this one while I can. Matter of fact, let me refresh for best odds. This is over probably an hour old. Quentin. Quentin should pop up unless there's multiples. All right. Oh, yeah, there is. Look at that. Quentin Lake. I don't even know who that is. So Quentin Johnson. Okay. So you can get 39.5 on DraftKings, which is always nice to see. Hard Rock at 38.5 is very interesting. I mean, check out Quentin Johnson's numbers here. This is a really interesting line to me. I'm not entirely sure. I probably should have ran this as an official. I'm going to be honest. It's one of those where I probably will look back and be like, why didn't I play this? Like, why didn't I do it? First off, I'm not a big better based on trends. I just don't like it. That being said, they are great talking points. And it's another piece to the puzzle. Like, it does matter to some extent. I can't tell you how much. I don't know that answer. But it's not like irrelevant. There's some type of relevancy here. I just don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It could be super relevant. But for me, it's just a puzzle piece. It's just a puzzle piece. I don't think it's like a lock and load. Hey, he's been cashing. Lock him in. What a freaking great play. No, it's not like that at all. But it matters a little bit because it gives you a compass. It gives you a direction to look at. And then you need to look into the context behind the numbers. So we are getting pretty solid targets. And we saw Quentin Johnson return to the higher target share against the Steelers, who are giving up the most receptions and most receiving yards to wide receivers. By the way, Joe Flacco and the Bengals, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins up against them again today. I think there's a great parlay to be made in that game, and I made it on my Friday video as well. And I posted a 5-pick underdog mega. Yeah, that one's a pretty cool. That was a huge return. I can't remember what the flex entry was, but it was very big over there on the underdog. So I think there's a chance to parlay that one. But I think Quentin Johnson's in an interesting spot here. He doesn't need a lot of catches. He can get 3 catches for 71 yards like he did against Vegas, 4 catches for 53, 4 for 43, 5 for 42. I mean, it doesn't take him a high amount of targets or receptions to be able to hit the over here. On top of that, the Jags against outside wide receivers haven't been the greatest. Oh, man, I choked myself. They haven't been the greatest. On top of that, they're like, that link's not working, you said? Let me try it out. Huh, it popped open for me, my friend. Popped right open, right to my page. Here it is. Popped right to the subscribe page. I'll post it one more time. Maybe it'll work for you now. Um, the Jags are giving up a ton of yards and I shouldn't say yards, but they give up a ton of opportunities to outside wide receivers and tight ends. I believe tight ends, receiving yards and receptions, both are top three. I mean, check this out. Let me make sure I'm getting that number right. Oh, by the way, look at this. Hey, let's go, my Spurry Edge. Pick 'em projections. Yay. They're posting them. I love it. You like these for these guys. All right. Quarterbacks to watch. Herbert. Jacksonville allowing second most passing touchdowns to QBs. Beautiful. And where else did I see? Okay. Maybe that was it. Oh, there it is. Oronde Gadsden. Jacksonville allows second most receiving yards and touchdowns. Okay, so it wasn't receptions. It was receiving yards and touchdowns. Okay. Okay. Man, oh man. Really caught myself choking there. It makes me want to put together like parlay of some sort. By the way, this is a great follow. This account is a great follow. My Spurry Edge, just constant cheat sheets and this little list went 5-3 yesterday on Novig. It was the Novig optimizer. A lot of people would be like 5-3. I didn't sweep anything. Meanwhile, 5-3 with a handful of plus odd plays, you're walking away with profit. Like a lot of people just don't think about this stuff correctly. It's unfortunate. This list went 4-1. Spurs lost 109 to 108. That almost swept a 5-pick parlay. Like there's a lot of really good stuff here. This list the other day, I think it was this one, players to watch or props to watch for NBA on Friday or Saturday, went 6-0. Somebody had tweeted at us about it. So anyways, that's a good follow over on X. I don't know how I went down that path, but here I am. I probably should have ran out Quentin Johnson as an official at 40 plus. I do like it a lot. I wanted to highlight it. It's worth highlighting. I think it's an interesting play. Now, I am about 30 minutes in. I'm about to start diving into the segments. I think it's time. We're going to look at ladder bets. We're going to do our touchdown parlay, and then we'll build some parlays for the rest of the slate as well. All right. 1,000 people tuned in. Okay. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go to, chat. You tell me, do we want to use FanDuel for the ladders or do we want to use DraftKings for the ladders? I think the layout for DraftKings at this point with the milestones is a little bit easier. So maybe we'll just do it like this. What do you think? I think we can do it like this. Let me take a sip of this coffee, though. I'll tell you that. All right. Check my messages here from staff real quick to make sure everything's okay. I can dive in. All right, so we got Romeo Doubs returning. Makes me interested a little bit in his ladder today. Christian Watts is an interesting target for me. And again, I've talked about this before too. I think we all have a propensity to go right to these alphas on these teams and these games and be like, ladder them, right? But sometimes the best ladders, it's fallen behind a little bit, Jack. Sometimes the best ladders are those secondary players with high upside like T. Higgins, who kind of are overshadowed by the Ja'Marr Chases. So we know the Steelers are giving up the most receptions and the most receiving yards to opposing wide receivers. Everybody's going to lock in on Ja'Marr Chase, but what if the defense does like they did last week and he only ends up with, I think, 8 targets? So you can get a guy like T. Higgins to run a ladder. Now, what I mean by that is this. First bet can be, 1 unit, all right? Something like that. Then you climb the ladder. as high as you feel comfortable. All right, 90 plus, 100 plus, whatever it is. And then you're just layering your bets. They just get a little smaller each time. Something like that. So I'm in for, is that 155? So 1.55 units. And basically, if he hits all the way up to here, you make absolute bank. If he climbs to the third ladder rung, you're making money still. You're making a really good amount. In fact, you'd make almost 2 units on the day just by climbing 3 rungs. Other people will do it like this. They'll put in 60 on the first. So essentially, that first bet, if it wins, returns 118. And you're going to cover, the goal is to cover the rest of the ladder bets. All right. So you return a $58 profit. That $58 should cover the remaining 38 that you've invested into the rest of the ladder rungs. So if he cashes it, cashes out that first leg and finishes with 63 yards receiving. That's it. Just 63. All right. Well, none of the other ladder rungs hit. You're 58. You got to take away the 38 you had wagered on the ladder. So you end up with $20 profit. It's not the greatest. It's kind of a bummer when that happens because you had a really good read on the initial leg, but nothing else hit, and you walk away with a small profit. But I will also say you can't go broke making a profit. So I'm leaving T. Higgins in there, and what I'll do is I'm going to leave him in here just like this. He is the first ladder target today. I actually really, really like T. Higgins for a ladder today. I like that his yardage starts lower. I like that his matchup is literally the best in the NFL. And I like that he popped off last week, too. So T. Higgins is there. The next one I want to look at today is not going to be a wide receiver. I'm going to where is it? Passing props. And you saw this one in the, you saw this one on the cheat sheet from MySport Edge. I also saw Opto post this right at freaking 9 a.m. when I was going live. His Justin Herbert love today. So you got another similar situation where you can do, something like this, where if you cash out the initial leg, you're going to cover the investment of the 3+ for Herbert if he doesn't hit. Okay. So do that however you'd like. All right. But I'll leave in Justin Herbert at 2+ right there. I've got another ladder, my friends. More today. Lots of ladders. First off, I want to say this too. If you're liking this segment right now, the best way to show me and tell me while you're quietly listening, 570 on YouTube, only 205 likes so far. If you do like the ladder segment and you want it to continue, the only way I know, I'm like, okay, well, if the metrics show me nice spikes in metrics during certain things, do that certain thing again the next week. Show me and tell me right now. Chat, liking, after the video, commenting, saying, I love that ladder segment. That's how it works, my friends. How it works. All right. We're going to go down here. We have to do it, my friends. We have to do it. Seahawks, we're going to wide receivers. We have 2 of the best ladder targets in the NFL in the same friggin' game. Puka Nacua and Jackson Smith-Njigba. Are you kidding me? Problem is, I don't know which one to ladder, so maybe the goal would be both. The issue with that too, though, is that, man, like if this game ends up being a clunker, you all know what that is like. It's like you bet on multiple legs in a game, and they just absolutely crap the bet. A game ends up being like, 20-17. It's like good friggin' luck. You ain't making much money there. But I'll say this. Most likely, if you run a ladder out on these 2 guys, I do not blame you. But I would say maybe consider doing it in the same game. Some type of same game parlay. So JSN versus Puka. They're both popping off today. All right, look at that. You get a nice little parlay. A little parlay. Nothing crazy. You just kind of run it out like so. Quick little plus 160. Little two-banger. All right. Well, maybe a game's a shootout. Okay. What happens? Well, both the main pieces here would probably pop off in a shootout. Okay. Plus 256 ladder now. I mean, we're looking at a ladder parlay. 2 legs. Just 2. How many of you are creating 5-leg parlays for a plus 256? I know a lot of people do. I'd rather bet on 2 alphas having a really good game. Like, that's all you need. That is all you need. Okay. The game is a great game. We're looking at 39-38, Steelers versus Bengals type outcome. Okay. These guys are popping the heck off here. Plus 395. All right, let's keep it going. All right. I like JSN I really like Puka today. Okay. 110 each. Plus 490. All right. The alphas go absolutely bonkers today. Plus 750. Like, I am more interested in this type of thing. Like, just give me a back and forth 2 players for a plus 700. 2 players for a plus 750. Way too many parlays are 10 legs for a plus 750. Like, way too many parlays have way too many legs. It takes a single ankle tweak for your parlay to be like absolutely shattered. A single ankle tweak and it's over. I mean, I'm more apt to do something like this too. I'll tell you. Like, here are 4 really interesting targets today for ladders. That's a plus 700, 760. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that are doing 10 alt lines for a plus 700. You're betting on 10 players staying healthy. 10 players staying healthy in their games. 10 things coming to fruition in the NFL to hit a plus 700. Good luck. You ain't going to hit many of them. You're just not. And I would also say if you got 10 legs in there, you might as well be going for broke. You need all 10 to stay healthy and pop off. All right, maybe try to get over a plus 1,000 at very least, So I would rather bet 4 legs for a plus 760 than 10 legs for a plus 760. I understand. Lower hit lines, better opportunity of cashing. But I don't care. I don't care. I'd still rather only bet on 4 players than on 10. And yeah, I mean, there's more to it, right? The early exit. You get that lesson. Puka rolls an ankle. All right. Good for you. Now you only got 3. 3 is probably not too shabby. Now we got some more ladder targets here because we have 5 more games to go. So I'm really covering a lot of ladders today. Why are people not talking about CMC this week? Is it because his line is still at 50? Because I think CMC is a fine ladder option once again. Like, there's no reason why CMC can't be a ladder target. He had 70 and 80, I believe, in the 2 games, right? It was 73 and what is it? 73. Let me just look it up. He had a ton of targets with Brock in the beginning of the year. MCCAFF. Yeah, 73 and 52. Okay. So, and in those games, he had 10 and 7 targets with Brock Purdy. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're putting 10 legs together, you might as well go for broke. I'm with you. But yeah, CMC. I mean, he's already hit this, the 50 plus with these. He's already faced the Cardinals earlier this year. And yes, this was with Mac Jones. 15 targets, 10 for 88, at 88 yards receiving against the same exact defense we're looking at today. I think there's a chance that CMC today, I come back to this and I'm like, why didn't I have him as an official play at 50 plus? I think part of it for me is just simply because I already have several bets and I'm trying to be super concise with my plays because we've got the NFL model, which has 7 bets for this week. By the way, top spread of the week for NFL already cashed, my friends. We had Patriots minus 11.5 or something. That cashed, or 12.5, whatever it was, it cashed. That was the top spread of the week. It was on our top 7 official bets for the week. The NFL player props have, I think, 4 live. So that's 11 from my models. And then I've posted several and a cheat sheet. So you're looking at 14, 15 things from the Donuts camp already for NFL Week 11. And that's not even the rest of my staff. Fire, by the way, maybe the hottest capper in Discord right now. 22-4 run or whatever he posted yesterday, and cashing out a bunch of parlays too. It's like if you start betting on like his plays, these other cappers inside Discord, and like your volume's going to get sky high. So I'm really trying to limit what I am posting on today's slate officially. But I'll tell you right now, like, this is a nice list of officials on its own right. Like, especially McCaffrey. So McCaffrey ladder, I absolutely would be interested in today. Taking another sip of coffee. I tell you, not doing my Sunday morning live shows. Missing last week's. My throat is it's weak. It's weak. Got to strengthen it again. All right, Chiefs. Here's another play I wish I probably had posted as an official. It's Travis friggin' Kelce. And I might even circle back to this at some point today. At 40 plus, Kelce has been a lock and load target this season, believe it or not. I think Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy both being healthy has really opened up things for him. Yeah, they have been doing really well. I don't know if we've ever had a better, maybe not better, but I don't know if we've ever had a more consistent 10-day stretch in the VIP. Consistent by like everybody who's been posting probably have cashed over 60% of the nights. Like, it has been incredible. Check out Kelce real quick, actually. I'm fairly, no, I want, that was game odds. Let me go to player odds. Kelce. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I might circle back to this one. I mean, look at this. And again, it's not just the stats. It's the context. Like, targets have been solid, but man, has he been efficient. Here are the games with the Rashee Rice too, man. It seems like he's just getting high quality targets. And on top of that, like, I looked at it on StatMuse for my video the other day. And I'll bring it up again. Hold up. My man has popped off against Denver for quite some time. Now, yes, a few years ago, he's a younger cat, right? A little bit older now. But we're talking, this goes all the way back 3 seasons. So 2022, 24. Yeah. So 3 seasons of action. And he's cashed all 5 games against Denver over the last 3 seasons. Again, younger. And also, on top of that, Patrick Surtain is out again, once again, for Denver. And there's just so much to pay attention to now with Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy being healthy. Xavier Worthy threatening over the top, has to keep safeties honest. Rashee Rice working all 3 levels of the field, absolutely keeping defensive focus. And then I feel like Kelce's almost becoming that guy that just kind of gets lost in the mix. As weird as that is, literally probably the best tight end in NFL history is kind of getting lost on the field. Like, the defenses just have too much to look at this point. The Chiefs are also 5-4, coming off a bye week in a must-win situation if they want a chance at winning the West. 3 games behind the Broncos, who they're facing today in Denver. And on top of that, believe it or not, they lose this game at 5-5. They have an uphill battle to make the NFL playoffs. They would have to have a great finish to the season to make it as a wild card team. So There's a lot on the line here. Listen, Chiefs money line. I don't know what the odds are, but I gotta think. Listen, they're just going to pull out all the stops, and you're about to see a wizardry type game from Mahomes. But I digress. Travis Kelce, there's a chance I circle back to this as an official pick before the slate locks. I really want to look at the amount of volume before I do that, though. I see 3 alerts from Sean already this morning. Fire's channel has posts already for today. Goal has already posted for hockey. I saw Opto post 4 for NFL. I just want to be like, I try to be the responsible person, the person who doesn't overpost, but it doesn't mean I don't like more plays officially. So let me just leave that out there for you. Let's a couple more ladder targets before we move to NFL touchdown parlays for the day. 1,300 people watching right now. Thank you so much for this. Coming back and watching after my week off. That's what I mean, dude. He comes off the bye and he scripts out those plays. What are the odds for the Chiefs game? Anybody score yet? I hope you're all enjoying this terrible Spain game. Are you kidding me, dude? Yikes. Disgusting. Yo, let's go. Up 20 units in the last 10 days. Hey, I love seeing, listen, unprompted feedback. Unprompted feedback. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that, Pokey. Shout out to the crew. Awesome guys and gals. That's right. Appreciate that immensely. Got some starred messages I missed. I need to say hello to these people. Love Angel, thank you very much. Signed up for VIP yesterday. I'm excited. Big dubs right there, buddy. Chance Johnson, oh my gosh, I hope you're still here. Chance, are you still here? If you're still here, pop off for me in chat right now, okay? Chance? Chance! Look at me! Look at me! Thank you very much for that. Donuts is the GOAT. Made about 1,500 on NBA player and game models last night. I love it. I love it. Overall model over the last 2 nights. Let me think of what that record would be. Quick math it. Is it 12-2? 12-3. It's 12-3. Props though, 8-0. Like, what an insane run for the props. Oh my gosh. Chance, thank you very much. Hey, he's still there. Phew. I felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh, I missed a $10 tip. Thank you very much for the 10 spot, my friend. I do appreciate it. Games are games, donuts. Before we know it, football will be over. We got to enjoy any game we get. Yeah, that's true, Joey. That is true. You're right. You're right. Because once the offseason hits, we're like, dang, I miss football. I miss it. I would take a 3-3 ball game going to the 4th over no football. That's a really good point. You're not wrong. Lamar Jackson, listen, I'm going to speed through this. I just realized it's 10 o'clock. I should be on the next segment. Lamar Jackson passing touchdowns is interesting to me. I skipped over that one. Browns and Ravens. Start them at 2+, run them up. 3+, 4+. I think they're all fine. I do. I got to blow through this. It is what it is. I don't remember who I had for the Lions and Eagles. Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb to the moon. Monday Night Football. I think CeeDee Lamb to the moon. I'm not even joking. So there's the last 2. You got a ton of ladder targets today. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me quickly enter this so I can get it. Lamar 2+, run it up from there. And I'm just showing you the first rung. You guys do the rest from there. There you go. Can I fit them all in? I'll leave it right here for a hot second. There, get your photo. Screenshot, whatever you want to do. I'll leave it up for like 60 seconds. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave that up for like 60 seconds and run to the kitchen and get a glass of water. I'll be right back. There you go. Stay here. I love y'all. I appreciate it. Literally walked away for 90 seconds, come back, and people are just chilling. Let me screenshot that. I always like to track what I've done. I think those are all really good targets for the week for ladders. There we go. All right, let's do some touchdowns, baby. Touchdowns. Time for the touchdowns. The tutties. Let's go, my man. Appreciate that very much, Mark. Just got on the live. Just want to say I want to kiss that genius head of yours. I made over 1.4K with you last week. And overall, since I joined last month, 3.2 times 5. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that immensely. Kid Chavez, what's up? $10 right in the tip jar. Nice cup of coffee right there. I appreciate that immensely too. Appreciate you, donuts. Got to finish up this workout. Catch you in the VIP later. Took an extra $1,500 on family vacation last week from VIP. Y'all don't hesitate on this VIP. Wow. I love when people give me examples of not just what they've won, how much they've won, but what they used it on and how that helped them in life. You know, people every once in a while will hit me up, be like, extra vacation like this, or, got that new pair of Nikes I liked, stuff like that. Like, people, I was going to say, I've seen people tell me car payments, and listen, that's double-edged sword to me. I appreciate that it's helped them, but it also makes me nervous when people tell me that, the money helped them with like a payment of something. Never bet with anything that you need. Okay. But Kid Chavez, thank you so much for the 10 spot. I do appreciate it. You deserve the praise. Up 7K since my impatient VIP snafu. What's up, Deontay? Listen, I appreciate what you just said immensely, because you know what a lot of people don't ever do? They pop in, parlay everything under the sun, lose a lot of money, point their finger at me and blame me. Donuts, you suck. These models are terrible. Terrible picks, scam artist, whatever. And then they cancel. And then I find them on YouTube, Twitter, and everything. And they're just berating me, trolling me, negative everything. Don't sign up. They're replying to people on YouTube saying, "Don't sign up. It's a scam." And so I block those people because they're stupid. I don't know how else to say it. They're dumb. They take no responsibility in life, and most likely, and at least with this specific thing, they've taken no ownership over their actions. And they just point blame everywhere. Deontay here, the exact opposite. This is a big brain human being. This person's going to be successful, if they already aren't, in life in big ways, because ownership over their actions, responsibility for what they've done, and adjusted and is now up $7,000. Like, major kudos right here to Deontay. One of the best possible matches I could have seen this morning. So I do appreciate that immensely. That is friggin' awesome. So thank you so much for sharing that. Jack pulled out 800 yesterday to get the kids Christmas presents on Black Friday. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. Bless those kids. That's right. Bless those kids. Camera's going off for a second. My hot wife is in here. All right. I always got to turn the camera off when she wants to come in and make out in the middle of my show. So, you know what I mean? I don't blame her. My first week with the VIP crew, up 5 units so far. Letting it ride this Sunday. Let's go, baby. Heck yeah, man. Misuse the VIP. A lot of people misuse it. And then, 10, 15% of them absolutely bail immediately, and then absolutely, take a crap on my product. And then the other 80% after they misused it come around and end up making a ton of money. All right. Let's go. Touchdown time. Touchdown time. Hold on, my friends. I just got a text from a staff member with an issue. 1 second. And we'll make some touchdown picks. All right. All right. Let's go. Yeah, actually, in fact, I have a lot of people in my VIP that went from posting in the community slips channel to earning a following in there and getting my attention through that channel and then earning a channel of the VIP mod. Earning the moniker of a VIP mod, I should say. Like Fire came from the community slips channel. Now he's probably the #1 person inside Discord. A lot of people sign up for. I saw somebody say it the other day. I took no offense. I actually loved it. Somebody said, I came for donuts and I stayed for Fire. That's what it was. I came for donuts and I stayed for Fire. I love that. Like nothing makes me feel better about the product when people are like, I came for donuts, because I'm the only public person. There are 10 plus people inside Discord that do stuff inside Discord for members, but I'm the only person going out there saying, hey, listen and look at, listen to me and look at me. Look at over here. We got good stuff. Come join the VIP. I'm the only person. And so I need good people like Fire inside to keep you around and make you want to stay, because I'm doing a lot. I'm out in public. I'm doing stuff inside Discord, things like that, you know? So when people are like, I came for donuts, I stayed for Fire, I'm like, yes. They are going to make so much money tailing Fire. He is so sharp. I love it. It makes me so happy. I love it. This is brutal. Second round draft, 33rd. The Bills essentially traded back in the first round that year because they're like, yeah, we don't need Xavier Worthy. We'll take Keon Coleman 3 or 4 picks later, right? They had the 28th or something. They had traded to the Chiefs, traded back. It's so freaking annoying. So freaking annoying. Like we could totally have, you know, at least somebody that would threaten the top of the defense, which we don't have. I saw that they brought up Gabe Davis and Mecole Hardman before the live show. I was reading about the Bills stuff. Gabe Davis is interesting. Mecole Hardman's a one-trick pony. But Gabe Davis, you know, listen, stone hands, but you're going to get somebody with chemistry with Josh Allen. I'd be intrigued to see how much he plays today. Anyways, let's get to the touchdown stuff. Thanks for giving me a few minutes to take a breather. I know a lot of people get a little bothered when I'm doing this stuff. But listen, this is a sports talk show. More ladders. That was fun. I went over 8 people, right? 8, I think 8 ladders today. That was a good one. I'm gonna tell you right now, like Dawson Knox is very interesting for a touchdown. You know, Dalton Kincaid, one of the bigger red zone options for the Bills. And then you're getting, you know, Knox playing. Knox played 81% of the snaps earlier this season when Kincaid missed against the Falcons. Knox played, I'm going to say it one more time. Knox played 81% of the snaps in the other game that Kincaid missed against the Falcons, that first one that they missed. So, yes, they have Jackson Hawes. You know, he's another tight end. They run a lot of 2 tight end sets, sometimes 3. So Knox will be on the field a ton today. That's very interesting. A lot of his props are interesting to me. I honestly like what the Bills seem to be doing today, in my opinion, is they are trying to circle the wagons and they're like, okay, what do you need, Josh? And Josh is like, give me Gabe Davis. I got good chemistry with him. Give me Mecole Hardman, because somebody needs to make the safeties respect everything underneath. Because right now, The entire defense is just crowded around the line of scrimmage. The Bills are struggling to run the football because there's 7 to 8 men in the box. Duh, Joe Brady, because the Bills have 2-3 tight ends on the field at all times. You're in a run formation. The defense doesn't need to respect the deep pass. But what they can do if they get Mecole Hardman on the field is they make those safeties take a few steps back. They're not at 10-yard depth, 9-yard depth. They're back into 12. They're back into 15. Those cornerbacks, maybe they're a little bit concerned of playing press coverage because, Mecole gets by him. He's got 2-3 steps on you like that. I think that's what they're trying to get from Mecole Hardman today. And I think with Gabe, Josh is like, I need somebody I can rely on to throw the football. I can't rely on anybody outside Kincaid and Shakir. Kincaid's the only person that can beat man coverage. Defenses play man against us, and all of a sudden I have no one to throw to. How many times when you're watching those games do you continue? Listen, I'm talking to Bills fans, essentially, I guess. Josh drops back, literally stands around, rolls around, looking for somebody to get open, and nobody gets open. And then you see the replay, and you're like, why didn't he get rid of it? And then you see the replay, and like every single person on the field for the entire 5, 6, 7 seconds can't even get open on a broken coverage play, on a scramble play. Defensive backs should not be able to stay with their wide receiver. Not all 5 of them should be able to stay with a wide receiver for 7 seconds. The wide receivers are that bad getting away from people. It's horrific. It's horrific. So I think that the Bills are trying to give Josh Allen an opportunity to be like, all right, Mecole Hardman, you take the top off. Gabe Davis, you're the chemistry guy with Josh, and we need to help him be in a better spot to win some football games. And I think I'm curious, I'm going to call it right now. With Kincaid out, the Bills calling up those two, and then sending the last year's second round bust, Keon Coleman, to the bench to send a message. I think the Bills come out throwing the football today. I think they come out. I think those 3 tight end sets will be fewer and further between. Not dead, not gone, but fewer of them. I think the Bills are about to make a change here. And I think that, listen, it's about time. I'm so sick of the Joe Brady run offense. This is the second time I've started talking about the Bills this week and just went hard on the Joe Brady dislike and disdain. I cannot stand his offense. I've been saying it for 2 years. He's the most overrated offensive play caller in the NFL, and he's only even thought of as being good because of Josh Allen. You put any other quarterback back then, any other 25 other quarterbacks in the NFL, and Joe Brady probably gets fired mid-season. He's terrible. He is horrific. Boy, oh boy, I digress. Anyways, MVP game, Josh Allen. There, sorry. Anytime touchdown. Oh my gosh. I totally lost sight of what I was doing. You get me talking about the Bills, you're going to see the passion come out. I get ticked off, man. I get ticked off. Such a misrun organization with a potential all-time great in Josh Allen. It's so freaking annoying. If they waste his prime, I didn't sit through 20 years of grief as a Bills fan. 26 years of grief. 22 years of grief, whatever it was. Playoff drought. I can't remember the number. 22 years? I don't know. No playoffs for 20-something years, 20-ish years. Finally get Josh Allen. He's turned into what he's turned into. And if the Bills don't surround him with the right people, I mean, at some point, like if Josh leaves or something, I'm out, man. I'm done. Look at every NFL. I can't help it. I get that. This is the NFL Sunday betting show, but I can't help it, man. I'm just getting ticked off. Look at Joe Burrow. He gets Higgins and Chase. Look at Stafford. They give him Cooper Kupp, and he's great. And then he gets old. They get Puka Nacua, and then Cooper Kupp is gone. So they go get Devontae Adams, and they surround him with another one. Jalen Hurts has Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown. The Chargers continue to surround Justin Herbert with people. They got Lad McConkey and Quentin Johnston over the first couple rounds in the last 3 years. The list goes on. Think of these top quarterbacks in the NFL. They're being surrounded with pass catchers and playmakers. And then you got the Bills. Let's go pay Curtis Samuel $12 million a year, a gadget wide receiver with never more than like 600 receiver yards. Oh, great signing, guys. Most irrelevant free agent signing last season. Doesn't even play this year. Let's go get Elijah Moore. Guy's on like his 5th NFL team. He's been cut from half of them. Mecole Hardman, 5th NFL team. Had 2 or 3 good years with the Chiefs as a one-trick pony. We went and got Martez Valdez-Scantling last year. He played 10 snaps. Irrelevant. Like, we have done such an and then, oh, good job, guys. Went out there and traded away the rights to get Xavier Worthy, the exact type of wide receiver we needed to move back, give Worthy to Patrick Mahomes, and then move back to take Keon Coleman, who now you're healthy scratching in his 2nd season. It's so annoying. Freaking Baker Mayfield's got a litany of pass catchers. Like, name the top quarterbacks, and virtually every single one of them is constantly getting help. And then there's Josh. Let's run 3 tight ends. Let's have 1 wide receiver out there. What are we doing, Buffalo? Well, I just worked myself into a tizzy. Actually ticked off. I'm lowering the desk. I don't want to stand anymore. So yeah, and we let go of Stephon Diggs. Like, it's insane, man. This man's been wanting to get this off his chest. I know. I know, dude. What a good comment. Yeah. You guys are very funny. I will say that. Josh Jacobs has scored a rushing touchdown in 17 of the last 18 games. I don't know if you can find a better touchdown play for the week. I mean, hey, if you got to play, you really liked it. I mean, why do we, listen, okay. Check this out. Can I show you something? Let me see. Does this even work? The NBA, give me a moment. All right. Let me take a quick photo here because I need to show you something. Like, this is what I've been trying to teach people to do. All right. Boop. Let me zoom in. Let me look at my monitor over here to make sure it looks okay. Okay, so the NBA money line right here. The top money line pick is 23-3 this season. All right. So we got 23-3. It has won 10 picks in a row. Now, some of these are straight odds viable. By the way, it started the season 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 wins in a row, and then had this little stretch where it went 2-3. And now it's on another 10-game streak. So my point is, the top money line pick of the day is the San Antonio Spurs money line. Now, you don't want to bet on this as a straight pick. But if there's any NFL pick that you like today, like, I want to misuse it and run out of a bunch of parlays, but like, why can't it be this one? Right? Josh Jacobs, touchdown in 17 of 18 games. The Giants have given up 1 billion rushing touchdowns. Opposing RB1s have feasted against them all year. And then you've got a betting trend with our model that's 23-3. And you can make that a -111? Like, I'm just trying to identify some of this stuff for you because, listen, I just don't, there's not enough hours in the day to highlight all the different things that you can do with the betting model. There's just not enough time. But the reason why we do those recaps for you and track it for you, track those trends, because we want you to be able to make informed decisions. And hopefully when I give examples, by the way, 6-3, are you having fun? How many people are watching that garbage over this? Whatever. Let's make a parlay. I'm off Josh Allen. Let me make a parlay here. I digress. Let me get back on track. Man, it's the passion's flowing today. Wife made me a little espresso. Caffeine's flowing through the veins. 316 likes today on YouTube. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that immensely. Very, very helpful. All right. So Jacobs, anytime touchdown. Again, 17 of 18 games. He's going to get a ton of opportunities today. I think he runs the ball a ton. The matchup is fantastic. And yes, I'm depressed too that we can't run out Jonathan Taylor 3+ touchdowns once again. He's been a lock and load opportunity this year. I wish I could collapse all these games because it's tedious. And boom, I'm putting in a Rico Dowdle. I'm making a parlay here. We're making a parlay. Rico Dowdle, first team touchdown today, I think is a phenomenal play. A phenomenal play. He cashed it last week, by the way, for a plus 240. Let's see what his odds are right now. There he is. Panthers. Plus 210. It went down a little. He has so much more touchdown equity than every single freaking person. Just absolutely pounded my little espresso, trying to get that energy boost so I can pop off here for the final 30 minutes of the show. But anyways, I digress. Rico Dowdle last week cashed out for a plus 240. This was one of my best bet picks of the week for the touchdown video. I'm running it right back. Like, this is a great spot. I don't mind the matchup. It's not elite. And it's also not terrible. It's kind of in the middle. But I do like it. I do like it. Because where's the other touchdown equity? Look at these names. Xavier Legette, Tatora McMillan, Jalen Coker, Bryce Young, Scramble. Like, no. It's basically just Chuba Hubbard, which he has absolutely supplanted as the starting running back. Like, not even a RB1A versus an RB1B. No, he's legitimately just RB1, and he's just backup RB2. So Rico Dowdle, first team touchdown. You heard it here. Needs to be on your short list of interesting plays today. Back to the anytime touchdowns we go. I mean, he's actually an interesting first touchdown of the game pick, too. I'll say that. Just outright first touchdown. Do they have Gabe Davis touchdowns? They do. Plus, hey, y'all. Woohoo. Hold on. Let me see what his odds are everywhere. Okay, so I don't even have anything yet from Odd Shopper. Oh, Gabriel Davis. Oh, yeah, true. Gabriel Davis. Wow, BetMGM a plus 525. Oh, boy. Holy smokes. I mean, that's worth the spread. First touchdown, plus 2,000. Like, welcome back, Gabe Davis. Who could see that? First quarter, first drive, and Gabe gets a red zone touchdown to start the game. Like, I totally could. That is interesting. Wow. I'll have to circle back to that. Anyways, let's keep going. How far down was I? Mirror. No, I wasn't this far, was I? No, yes, I was. Perfect. All right, so we talked about the Rico. The Rico touchdown equity just being higher in this game than everybody else. Kyren Williams, man, give me Kyren today. I've talked about this in the video as well on Saturday. I am not a huge fan of taking touchdown bets on wide receivers when you're at like minus odds. Like I'm at longer odds. Like give me a JSN plus 115 over both of these guys. JSN plus 115. I mean, that's where Puka and Devontae should be. That's mine, buddy. MySperryEdge.com. MySperryEdge.com. Go check it out. Go check it out. We got optimizers, betting models, betting projections, pick'em projections as well. Prize Picks Underdog. I don't even market it. I just don't. I don't market it. I'm not like a salesman by any means. I do try to market the VIP because I think people can win money just following our stuff. But listen, if you like to like do research and stuff, it's a website full of betting tools. MySperryEdge.com. Link is down below. Thank you for asking. I literally never talk about it. And that's probably silly because I've dumped tens of thousands of dollars into making that product really good for you. Anyways, Kyren Williams back on the touchdown train. He's averaged over his career as a starter for the Rams 1 touchdown per game. How nuts is that? I think it's 30. It was 36 coming in. I think it's 39 touchdowns in 42 games, something like that. Or it's 42 in 39 games. I can't remember. I'm doing this off the cuff here. But it's an insane amount of touchdowns. And you're giving me a minus 105. He started the year at like minus 150, y'all. And by the way, if you look at him, I mean, let's open his player card. Check this out. So Kyren Williams had here. We'll use his game logs. Opened the season with a touchdown, missed, touchdown, missed, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. Like he's back in the scoring. He's back. He's back, baby. And last year, very similar. Like started hot and then had this stretch of games where he wasn't scoring and then closed the season hot again. And you're starting to see his rush attempts lately creeping back up. 25 spot here, 14 here, 2 catches last week. He had this stretch here. It's like, what were they doing? Rams, 13 carries, 14 carries, 13 carries, 12 carries. I don't know. I just like Kyren a lot today at that price point. He was just so pricey earlier this year. Remember, it's not always the play. It's the price you're paying for. So, not bad. Do I think the Bills first half team total over? Do I like? No, I mean I can't trust the Bills for anything right now. Yeah, man. I mean that's not something I'll be like alerting Discord about or anything. But hey, if you tune in for the live show, 1,500 of you watching, like that Gabe Davis touchdown, I think is extremely interesting. For sure. Hey, thank you, James. Yeah, pay is worth it. Stop playing games. I know it's hard because all these guys are trying to take your money. Yeah, listen, you got to be careful out there. Ain't no doubt about it, buddy. You have to be careful out there. Just Fred, I appreciate you in chat, but man, you've touched on 3 topics in the past like 90 seconds. You just letting them rip. Hey, Donuts, love your stuff. Have you ever thought about making an NHL model? I wouldn't know the first. I honestly wouldn't know the first thing about making an NHL model. Like I understand the concept of making all these models and like how to just with NBA, MLB, and NFL of all the stuff we're using. But no. Hey, by the way, the website, since Fred and these other people give me a chance to talk about it for a second, let's do it. And then we'll finish off with the touchdown parlay. It's a 5-leg parlay. I actually think I might have a 6th. So here's everything. Let me open up the menu. I'll zoom in for you as well. Mobile view, very nice looking. Yes, I actually like Gibbs receiving yards tonight, 18.5. I think 18.5 receiving yards for Gibbs. That was on my short list. Didn't make my officials, but pretty fantastic. All right. Fred, you're killing me, man. You just, man, you would you have a notepad of messages to send? These are all over the place. You got some good facts, though. So you can shop the odds for players, games. When you do the players, you've been watching me use this. You get a lot of different things you can look at. I mean, there's a ton of different player markets you can look at. And this is for all of these sports: NBA, NFL, NHL, NCAA football, basketball, WNBA, UFC. All right. Same thing for games. Bunch of different markets, things like that. The real moneymaker, though, it ain't just this. I love it. I appreciate you, Fred. It ain't just this. Prop optimizers. This is where your bread is buttered, in my opinion. It's that, and it's the betting models. Okay. Oops, I can't show those. It's that and the betting models. These are where you get math-based picks. Like if you're like, man, I love it. I love Novig. Code Donuts, DONUTS. I love Novig. This is where you go. Or, hey, Donuts, I'm all over Prize Picks. All right, I love Underdog. Okay. Then, honestly, give yourself some math-based plays. All right. Donuts, all I really want is to sign up for the projections. Okay. I don't blame you. Bang, bang, bang. We continue to quietly add things. Like this is the trends and tools. Like this is very exciting. The trends and insights. And so is the game by game, which I think people don't know that is there. But it's a very cool new page we've made. And by the way, this is the PC version. If you look on mobile, it's mobile optimized. But basically, what you can do is you click this little drop down on mobile, same thing, little drop down, and it shows you all the odds, but it's only the best odds. So like today, if you like the Celtics, minus 196 on ProfitX. If you like the Clippers, plus 182 on Novig. It's just telling you the best sports book. You can use the other page, the odds page, to search all the books in your books. And then from there, you could click on view player props and the same thing. It's going to give you just the best odds. So today, if you're like, man, I really just want to look at 3-point props, this is a really fun way to make, easy picks. So Anthony Simons, over 2.5 threes, you could click on their names. I'm zoomed in like crazy, go to their market, and you can do some research right there. So like, I'm a big fan of this, and I do not market it. I just don't. I use it for my betting and my research. Absolutely. But I'm not a big marketing guy. I don't know. It's not my thing. Try my best, but it's not my thing. All right. Let's keep going. Man, we're closing in on 2 hours here. Need a drink. Whew. Thirsty. No, it's $15. It's a $15 site. 15. $14.99 to be exact. Link down below. I woke up thinking I'd throw on CMC. I'm done taking those. The only juiced one I'd want to play today would be Josh Jacobs. All right, here's one. Derrick Henry. Listen, I know 9 games, 6 touchdowns. Browns not giving up a ton of rushing touchdowns. Like, ain't nothing about this that looks good on paper. But betting on paper is a good way to lose your money. Hey, check out the notes in the VIP Donuts channel. You'll see a write-up on Cooper Kupp, Deontay. So, no, I'm not talking about it on YouTube, but the VIPs, I wrote notes for Cooper Kupp. But just check my Donuts NFL Picks channel inside Discord or on Tails. For me, it's just the price. I've talked about this a couple times, videos and live shows. Research, stats, data, trends, matchups, they're all second to price for me. And this is a guy, when Lamar Jackson was healthy earlier this year, you were paying a minus 200. A minus 200 for this. So I'm sorry. For me, I just want that price. I don't care about anything else. I just don't. This is a tough game. I think this will be lower scoring. I'm not betting on it. We got opportunities here. Jahmyr Gibbs, my friends. I don't understand. Again, pricing, right? Gibbs is a player who has been around minus 180, minus 220, minus 160 on a good week. You're getting it at a minus 125 because they're on the road on Sunday Night Football. I'm sorry. Again, we ain't talking matchups here. We're talking prices. And this is a great one. I don't fully understand why it's so low. I just don't. And what I love about this little list here, like these are all straight odds viable touchdown bets. And these numbers that we're getting, these are like weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4 numbers. You know, after those weeks, the odds for starting running backs on good teams, good offenses, good matchups, whatever, like you are usually paying such a premium that you have to parlay them, like a Josh Jacobs, essentially, right? And then down here, listen, a lot of options. Javonte, yes, has been scoring at will, but I said it already earlier. It's a CeeDee Lamb week, in my opinion. Honestly, I think CeeDee just goes nuts. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just Javonte popping off this week. You know, I'll show you his this is a trends tool. This trends tool is super helpful for identifying interesting plays. Like here, the rushing touchdowns for Jacobs. Look, 8 of 9 this year, 18 of the last 20 games, he has a rushing touchdown, 14 of the last 15. Like, what? Oh, yeah, duh. I like Josh Jacobs. And the matchup is good. What was I going to do? Shopping the odds. I had a goal in mind. Oh, that's right. Javonte Williams. And then I'm going to show you CeeDee. TD Lamb, baby. So, not scoring this year. 1 in 5 games. 1. But he's been getting red zone opportunities. I think the Cowboys score some points on Monday night on the road. And I think the odds, again, plus odd plays for wide receiver touchdowns are very interesting. That being said, if you're like donuts, that's fine. That's cool. But give me the rushing touchdown. And he's also caught one, by the way, if that matters to you. Javonte Williams. Okay. Well, then for you, take out CeeDee and you plug in Javonte. And there you go. You get a plus 2,600. That's a running back only. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not a huge fan of wide receiver parlays, wide receiver touchdown parlays. Yeah, actually, I am so organized that when you log in right here, this is the login page. There's a Discord Connect button. You click it, and right down here, by the way, there's a few quick tips. There's a link to the Discord help channel, and then there's a brief rundown on how to use the optimizer. This video is segmented. So, like, you can bookmark, right? Click minute marker 1 minute 54 seconds to see how to use the projections or how to connect to Discord, so on and so forth. So, yeah, I'm super organized, James. So there you go. There you go. Let me take a quick photo. I like to come back and see how my live show stuff went. If I did a good job. What the heck did I click? Copilot. Never used that in my life. All right. Ricky Pearsall, yeah. For sure. Yeah, he's back. I like Brock Purdy more. Whew. I'm going to be real with you, my friends. I am tired. I'm slouching. Camera's off. Can I do a money line parlay? You guys go with that? Look at it. Look how low I am. My head to screen ratio plummeting. Let's do a money line parlay. Right off the cuff. I was going to do the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock in prime time, but guys, gals, I'm tired. Almost 2 hours into this show. I'm tired. Oh, just sleepy and getting sleepy. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be real. I don't know if this is like a fandom thing. I don't know if I'm being super biased here. Should we give some first off? Let's do it on Novik. How's this look? I'm trying to look on the side here. Can I zoom in more? All right. Man, 6-3, no tutties. Yeah, I do a lot. His line was like 22.5 or something, Brian. Noah Fant's been great this year, too. I actually talked about him on my Friday video. Again, you guys got to watch my YouTube videos. If you're like, I just want picks, like Fant was already talked about. Receiving yards, 21.5. Are you kidding me? Oh, look at that number. The targets are there, three plus in all games. And by the way, with Joe Flacco, 4, 3, and 3. Flacco has targeted him. I think that line's too low. And by the way, receptions, 2.5. Juice to the over. This is a short list play, too. Like, this was probably right up there with Kelsey's receiving yards. Anyways, let me remove all this stuff. I'm not going to get the underdog this morning. Oops. Oh, gosh darn it. Give me a second. Clicked off it. Silly donuts. I'm going to log back in. There we go. Pro football. Oh, my goodness. What a bloodbath. That is so gross. These international games are cheeks. I hope y'all didn't get suckered into this one. I really don't. What a mess. Okay. Give me the Vikings. The Bears continue to win games, these super close games, down to the wire. They've got like 4 or 5 wins in the final 2 minutes and in overtime. I think their luck runs out today on the road. I'm actually intrigued about the Bengals spread today at 5.5. You could probably tease that if you just want to tease it. It's up to you how you want to do this. I'm trying to put together a parlay of some sort. You're seeing, Steelers have dropped 3 in a row. We saw a absolute shootout between these teams last time. The Bengals have not really just been like rolling over and dying, Hey, what's up, Travis? They are inside Discord in the Donuts NFL picks, Donuts NFL models, Donuts NBA picks, Donuts NBA models, and also on the Tails app. There's just a running feed of all my dubs. Super easy to tell. My heart tells me to take the Bills. I'm going to be real. Should I just do it? Is this just my fandom? Y'all tell me what to do. Are you done betting on the Bills? Because I want this to be like the squad ride this week. That's what I'm going for. Should I just take them off? Yeah, I should just take them off. I literally talked myself off of them in the middle of the live show today. So I had mentioned on a YouTube video that I loved the Rams earlier this week. It was like a -138. And I got destroyed. The comments hated it. They're like, donuts, Seahawks are going to win on the road against the Rams. Am I wrong? Am I wrong here? Because I want to put the Rams in. I want to put the Rams into this little parlay. By the way, we're already at a +264, y'all. We'll take the Bengals out. Let's just go money lines. Yep, they'll be in Discord for you then, Travis. Uno momento, por favor. A message from another staff member. Let me take a quick little peek, please. All right, sorry. Listen, I'm still running the business on the side here. Staff messages me. I just want to make sure that they're getting the attention they need. Always go with your gut. I'm thinking I left them all, honestly, just because I am like, I want to protect my emotions a bit. So if I had the Bills, I mean, good luck to me. I'm going to be an absolute mess if they lose. All right. This has got to be the most simple plus 318. Now, there's a lot of games I think are toss ups this week, like Lions, Eagles. I think it's toss up. Give me the Chiefs, by the way. Give me the Chiefs on the road against the Broncos to win that one. Is it worth betting on the Niners and the Rams in these? Even though I think the Niners and Rams will win, I think the Ravens will win. We're already sitting at a really nice odds, plus 500. Do we have the Ravens? What's that go up to? 635? I can do that. Let's run this. We'll leave off some of the other plays. We'll run this one out. There we go. I'm trying to get the ads in there for the photo for you. So I can track that. There you go. I think I'm going to run this. Plus 635. The big upset pick right there. Well, it's not even an upset. It's kind of crazy, actually, to me that the Chiefs are favored by minus 220. But as Fred is saying right there, they're in essentially must-win situations. Like both the Chiefs and I'm telling you right now, I think I need to do it. I want to play the Bills. I just want to play the Bills. And maybe I'm going if the Bills lose and they tank this parlay, then so be it. But I'm using them. I don't care. This is for fun. We're being degenerates, right? Little donuts, half dozen donuts right here. I would not touch many props in that game either, other than Kelsey. But there we go. Plus 890 on Novik. Code Donuts. 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 Totally worth signing up over there. You can do straights. You can do parlays. Absolute dub. Absolute dub of an app. There we go. We're doing it. A little six-pack. $8.90, baby. Well, here's the thing. It's not like I'm in love with it or anything, James. I think for me specifically, it's like I don't want to go through and just pick a bunch of these. Ravens, Packers. What other heavy money lines are there? It might be the worst, honestly. There's only one way to boost the odds, and you got to take, you got to take some better odds in some of this stuff. You could probably leave off the Bills and the Ravens. They might even be worth the squeeze there, honestly. I don't know. I know. I am realizing that right now, too. So I've kind of hesitated here. And it's partially why I'm thinking about adding the Lions. Man, we go all the way up there. What do we take off? Maybe the Ravens, Bills. I could get behind this. I don't want to be on all the money line favorites. Just don't know who else to choose. Just don't feel super confident in a lot of game picks this week. Oh, neck. I think best shots for upsets. I know a lot of people are going to be looking at Cardinals and Seahawks, but honestly, I think the Bengals I think the Bengals could be an interesting spot. Personally, I think the Panthers as well. So if you don't like the money lines, but you want to run out the spreads, a lot of options this week. A lot of options. Bengals going to take another Unk Bowl. Well, the Eagles are favored, right? So I think that that's probably higher public perception for sure. Hey, that's a cool stat, man. That's a cool stat. Yeah. Okay. So, like, if you're like, oh, guys, Sunday Night Football, and here's the problem: like, somebody brought up like the money line favorites. Look what happens when I add an underdog. Like, chat just doesn't like it. Chat doesn't like it, and this is for the YouTube squad ride, right? So I try to pick ones that people will be comfortable with, not necessarily like what my model says or fully how I believe. You feeling me? So like chat's like, Donuts, get off of Chiefs. Okay, then I'll get off the Chiefs. I want you to be comfortable with this. We got a squad ride. How are we doing here? Could people get behind this one? Do we want to tease the Panthers and Bengals spreads? Oh, my friend, I got to leave that type of stuff for I got to leave them for the VIPs, buddy. Yeah, I'm with you. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No doubt about it. Just trying to find the squad. I'm trying to, it's got to be like a happy medium, right? Because, like, okay, you want my 6-pack. I mean, the Lions are in there. I probably take the Bills spread at 6.5, because listen, we covered the touchdown. And I think the Bills statement game, I probably would take the Chiefs 4.5 as well. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think people would be comfortable with my 6-pack. It would be like plus 4,000 odds, and it would not be a comfortable parlay for people. But like the squad ride parlay of the week, probably something like this. Honestly, I'd probably even put in some of the player props, but it is what it is. I'll take a photo of this too. All right, I'm tired. 2-hour show. I'm losing focus. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did enjoy yourself, please hit the like button really quick before you leave. Monday morning, tomorrow, you got to come back. Come back, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. Actually, I think there's some parlays to make for Monday Night Football. And of course, I'll add in NBA. I'll make sure that you are ready to rock for betting on Monday sports overall, not just Monday Night Football. So come back Monday morning. Appreciate you all immensely for watching. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Hey, Jalen Hurts, under half an interception. Another interesting parlay piece for Sunday Night Football. I'll probably have a parlay tonight for Sunday Night Football, like an SGP. So be on the lookout for that inside Discord. Have yourselves a wonderful day, my friends. 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. VIP link. Once again, I'll drop it right here in chat. Grab it if you want it. And thank you all for hanging out with me. I'm humbled that many people came back to watch today. Have yourselves a good day. Let's get paid.